Most of you guys might have seen our other videos too, right? Well, if you haven't, do check them out. So we've gone through several topics on robots, right? Like some super cool humanoids which can do cool parkour stuff, robo-dogs, and even Spidey robots. So why don't we look into some more interesting stuff this time? How about some creepy robots? Yeah, this is interesting. In today's episode, we'll be looking into the creepiest spot you might have ever seen. Excited enough? Hey folks, welcome to the Robot Future, where we bring you the newest and best updates from the field of robotics and AI. For daily videos, please consider subscribing to our channel. Some of you guys might have a slight idea of what we're about to get into here. Yes, it's about the girl robot, which causes you to have the Uncanny Valley effect. The bot with super horrifying facial expressions is back, and guess what? It's still as weird as ever. I'm not kidding, if you're still unaware, why don't you try searching on the web about the Ameca robot? Of course, you'll be finding some disturbing images on the bot with some unusual facial expressions. The UK-based robotics company Engineered Arts gave rise to a huge populace last month with a teaser video of its humanoid bot, with many eerily uncanny expressions, which went viral on most social media platforms. Even the likings of Elon Musk were noted under the video, remarking just how unnerving it was to stare at the robot's faultlessly executed feelings. Now we can ultimately get to see more of the robot in life. The company took its robot called Ameca. Don't forget that it's a she according to its makers, by the way, to this year's CES conference in Las Vegas, and had it sit down for a talk with CNET. The event was just as astonishing as we anticipated, and also made it appear that the remarkable robot is not the outcome of some CGI trick. The robot Ameca really looks as if she was pulled straight out of a sci-fi movie. Many of us have seen the bots from the movies like Artificial Intelligence, iRobot, not like the Terminator though. And now it turns real. While Ameca herself didn't talk during the interview, the humanoid robot seemed to respond to what Ro was speaking, as if a partially over-expressive man of flesh and blood was really standing upright next to him. Ro also clarified that Ameca wasn't meant to visually imitate an actual person standing along with her, reporting that the team deliberately pulled it backwards out of the Uncanny Valley by intentionally giving it a robotic look. So you guys might be wondering what Ameca is capable of doing. Ro told CNET that the bot is mainly focused on serving as service robotics, and also asserting the fact that it would require almost 10 to 20 years for the robot to start mingling with real humans. Apart from that, Ameca is not presently created to walk and move about. It is relatively able to signal with arms and hands, and most greatly using 17 motors in the face to convey human feelings. The robot is also mainly constructed to maintain gender-neutral facial details as well as a gray-blue skin complexion. This is probably for those who are interacting with it to focus more on the subject of its speech and machine learning renditions. According to its creators, this is the most progressive human-like robot in reality. Also, different components of Ameca can perform unassisted of one another, and its software and hardware can be alternated in a modular type fashion. Recent developments in robotics have both shocked and, at the same time, mesmerized the broad public. Boston Dynamics' dog-like robots seem to invariably gather huge media attention due to their agitated realistic abilities. For Ameca, the director of operations and Engineered Arts remarked that it might take another decade before it's seen in a marketable or private setting. 10 years still is really not all far out from today's robotic scenario. Ro also elucidated how the bot can trace people's expressions using 2 cameras in each of its eyes. And it's a huge representation of humanoid robotics being taken to its practical conclusion, and a remarkable accomplishment in robotic engineering that indicates how far the technology has reached. If you want more in detail about Ameca, the video released about the bot clears a lot. While an actual human works in the background, the humanoid robot appears to have awakened in a robotic laboratory. Looking at the camera, the robot moves its arms and expresses surprise at how its hands and fingers move. This short video demonstrates what the robot is capable of when it comes to the upper half of the body. Ameca, on the other hand, as we mentioned before, is still unable to walk. Ameca's developers refer to it as the future face of robotics, as it's designed to provide assistance in a more flexible and sophisticated manner. According to the Engineered Arts website, the humanoid robot Ameca can also be rented for expos or live discussions. When it comes to tackling the inability to walk, the team employs a layered approach. Well, this isn't the first time Engineered Arts has released a haunting humanoid robot. For the past 4 years, the firm has been building a chain of lifelike Mesmer bots. Rose stated that Ameca is the pinnacle of what they can do. They didn't plan on making Ameca exactly like a human being. They designed her for an envision of robots of the future. So is it just Ameca that is in this category? Besides Ameca, the Hong Kong-based engineering and robotics company Hanson Robotics formulated and released in 2016 an identical humanoid robot, Sophia, who was nominated as UN Development Program's first innovation champion in 2017, coming to the first non-human to be bestowed a UN title. When taking a look at another side of the story, there was a recently released video of the bot Ameca where she grabs the hand of the invader who broke into her private space. The video clearly shows her being wide awake and even apparently getting offended on privacy invasion. If it sounds bizarre, take a look for yourself in the video. According to Engineered Arts, this was the first time a human interacted with the Ameca robot, and as seen in the video, the robot followed the finger wherever it went while avoiding being poked at first. According to the video's description, the robot was reacting to anything that invaded its personal space, which we all know is a very human thing to do. A person's fingertip was flitting around like a butterfly in this case. The person spins their fingertip around for a few seconds before pressing it against Ameca's nose, causing the robot to scrunch up its face as if irritated. The bot's emotion is perfectly conveyed by the furrowed brow and pursed lips. The video is a follow-up to a recent clip by the company in which the robot displayed the most accurate human facial expressions. So when coming to the final part of today's episode, we all know that machines must occupy the same space as humans in order for humans and machines to collaborate more fluidly, and humanoids are the best platforms for this. Researchers all over the world are working to make humanoid robots more interactive by teaching them non-verbal communication, and Ameca has made significant progress in this area. Apart from its ability to display facial expressions, Ameca has a lot to offer. Surprisingly, the robot's hardware and software are both modular, just as we mentioned above, allowing it to easily be upgraded. The robot might seem creepy at first, but just as the creators of Ameca asserted, they got used to it. Maybe in the future, we might be having our Ameca bot in our households or offices. Anyways, these cool humanoid bots still have a long way to go. For one thing, the Ameca robot will need lower limbs to walk and carry out other functions, which is itself a very challenging task. Ameca bot probably won't be a marketable product anytime soon, so don't worry about having the difficulty of facing one. The robot gives Engineered Arts and the entire robotics industry a great strategy to learn about the complexities that nature has solved effectively with humans. Well, it's hard to imagine a world 20 years from now where there aren't competent mobile robots that can move with elegant reliability and work alongside humans to improve our lives. But we're still in the early stages of building such a future, and we must hope that exhibits like this deliver a small peek of what's possible. So, what do you think of Ameca? Did you find her cool or, weird? Anyways, drop in your views about these bots in the comment section below. Well, this isn't the end of the story. More updates will arise about the bots in the coming days, and we here at Robot Future will be delivering the best of the content to you folks. Drop your views in the comment section below. That's about it for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this one. And while you're at it, turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any of our future uploads. Drop a like for the video if you're a massive fan of robotics and AI. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll meet again in the next one.